Today's topic, in keeping up with the Valentine's Day theme, is spousal support. In September 2011, Massachusetts passed the Alimony Reform Act, which implements a formula for calculating alimony awards. It also terminates alimony when the payer reaches retirement age, and that is the person giving alimony. And it places a 12-year limit on payments, thereby ending the lifetime rule of receipts of alimony payments. I have here with me JR. And JR, recently Kobe and Vanessa have decided to file for divorce, or Vanessa decided, and Kobe is an unwilling participant. And there was this issue of alimony. How much is Vanessa going to get after 10 years of quote-unquote marital bliss? So what do you think about Kobe giving her, let's say, half of everything he's earned during the 10 years that they were married?
Well, I don't know the exact figures, but from what I'm understanding, she's getting $75 million, 3 houses, including the house that he's letting her mother live in. And that does not include spousal support, nor does it include child support. That's a lot of money.
So in California, they have the community property rule, which essentially means that once you're married, and since in this case there was no prenuptial agreement, each spouse separates half of the assets. And that's why I say she's going to get half of everything. Now, on top of that, there is this issue of whether or not she should get spousal support, considering that she sacrificed her career or sacrificed doing anything outside of caring for the children for the sake of his career. So under those circumstances, should she not receive spousal support from Kobe?
Well, I think it depends on what she was doing during the time. I mean, I'm not sure if she had a career.
Well, let's assume she's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. If she's a stay-at-home mom, she should just get half of everything. I think that's sufficient.
And no spousal support, even though...
I mean, $75 million? I mean, come on.
But she agreed, I'm not going to work. So in the 10 years that they were married, she's not getting training, she's not getting the education, she's not getting tools she needs to be able to get into the job market, because she agreed that he was going to be the person working and she was going to be the one caring for the children. So now that the marriage had dissolved, should that same plan not stay intact?
I don't know. It's kind of questionable. I mean, I'm kind of questioning it myself, because I'm like, everything that he's worked hard for, she's getting half of it. And it's just like she put in half of the work. So it's like she was earning what he was earning. And I mean, spousal support, I can understand child support. That's like something, that's a different case to me when it involves the kids. But I'm like, if you think of every paycheck that he's gotten since they've been married, it's just the same as if she was working, because she's getting half of that. So all that time that she's been devoting into the kids and everything, that paycheck that he's getting, that is her income.
So if he continues to receive paychecks and she continues to be the stay-at-home mom, should she not continue to receive portions of his income?
Well, if they're not married, obviously there has to be some sort of settlement. Am I correct?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, people go to court for their divorces because they can't settle outside of the courtroom. I mean, here you've got Kobe and Vanessa, they've come to an agreement, so they don't have to go to court. And we don't know what's in the agreement, but he could have perfectly said, I'm going to continue to pay you spousal support, and it would have been within the law, because that is something that they mutually agreed to do.
Right.
So my question to you is, a couple has decided to dissolve their marriage, but why not keep the plan intact? If she sacrificed, or he has sacrificed his or her career for the sake of the other, why all of a sudden that person's forced to work when there was an agreement that one is going to handle the kids and the other is going to support that unit financially?
I mean, I just think that I don't know, I know that they have certain rules and laws in place, but I think that everything involving like the spousal support and things that happen when you get a divorce should be on a situational basis. I mean, that's just a personal opinion that I have. Just considering that, this guy's worth however much, millions on top of millions. I mean, obviously he's worth a lot to where he could give her half, and that equates to $75 million plus 3 houses. It has to be some sort of way that they can say, okay, this is definitely more than enough, or she's more than able to take care of herself and provide for herself with $75 million.
There are many legislators who want to abolish alimony altogether, claiming that it's involuntary servitude. What do you think about abolishing the whole system of alimony in general once a divorce has taken place?
I don't agree with that. Like I said earlier, I think it should be on a situational basis because everybody's income, every spouse's career is different. Everybody's sacrifice is different. And I think that you have to get the facts from that marriage and what actually has been happening during the lifetime of the marriage, and then work out a plan according to that. But I don't think they should abolish alimony. I just think that, it gets to a point where if you're getting $75 million, which is supposed to be half of everything Kobe has, do you really need spousal support on top of that?
Well, I guess, again, it would depend on the situation. It's more expensive to live in California than here. And where are your kids going to go to school? You want to go to the top-notch schools, or is it just...
Well, he's giving her 3 houses. So she's getting 3 houses. One which he put her mother in, which is going to be hers. And the other 2. The one that they're currently in.
But that's houses. That's not cash. You telling her she needs to liquidate that?
No, she's getting that and $75 million.
So I guess in your view, because she's getting half of what's already hers, half of the property and half of everything.
Well, I'll say the property.
I'll say
the property would be half. The property is definitely part of hers. I'm saying the money that he's earned, he's given her half of that.
And it's interesting that you keep saying he's earned. Again, she sacrificed. So why can't it be that they both earn together? Because if she didn't sacrifice to stay at home,
she didn't dribble that ball.
So you either think that marriage is a partnership or it's not. And if it's not a partnership,
well, it is a partnership, but that's why she's getting half. Now, when you're saying, okay, you're getting half, then on top of that, you're going to get. I'm going to pay you after I'm giving you half of everything I already have now, and I still have to pay you.
Why are you thinking of it as I'm going to pay you? Why is it I'm going to support you? Because we had this agreement that you're going to stay at home.
But I am supporting you with half of everything that I have made. And this is everything.
I have made, not we have made together.
We can say we have made. Everything we have made up until this point, I'm giving you half.
Now, so you can't say we've made and I'm giving you half. Because if it's we've made, you're getting the half that is rightfully yours. Okay. I'm giving you this half as this gift.
So now that she's earned her half, now I have to pay her. So basically it's like I have to give her the spousal support because she earned her half. Now I have to give her spousal support on top of that.
So are you saying that these legislators that are seeking to abolish alimony and spousal support are justified? Because you're kind of asking as if you've got your half that we've earned together. I don't need to give you anything more than that.
Well, like I said, it's a situational basis. $75 million in 3 homes that I'm giving you, which is partly mine too, but I'm letting you have those homes so my children can have a place to stay. And Kobe's actually getting a house built in the same area as the house that he previously had before he given it up. I just feel like, he's doing more than enough when it comes to, her well-being. Now when it comes to the children, of course, that's a different case.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I think it's a situational basis, and, it depending on, okay, what is earned in this relationship? How is this lifestyle in this relationship or this marriage?
Well, listeners, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that alimony should be abolished? Or do you think that alimony and spousal support should remain intact